And we're off. Yeah, ready to roll, Oz.
Indeed, we are off. So both of our runners heading for the vanilla level 3 spot, just like what we saw in game number 1.
I like Bogie here trying to get that global first bomb off this orange darknet, so let's see if it pays off for him.
No, it's just like doing the actual vanilla level runs. You're never lucky with that first orange dark nut. So that means we're not going to see the dark nuts in the dungeons.
And then you're really tempted because there's 6 of them on the screen there. You're like, do I clear all 6 of these? But of course the answer is no, so I'm glad he kept going.
We also won't see gorillas in the dungeons either, as we find level 8, an interesting early find here. There's going to be 3 items.
It's a larger dungeon, so let's see if there's a lot of bad combat. And right away, we are welcomed by a Patra, sir.
Oh, and we've got the Wizrobes. They are back in the dungeons this time around, so already we could be dealing with a heavy combat seed early on. This looks, well, at least the blue Tektites didn't roll higher than 1.
Yeah, this is one of those to where you want to get a couple things, like a couple keys, maybe a bomb drop, that type of thing, and if it gets really hairy, just bounce and go find a smaller level. But I think they're trying to tough it out as much as they can here.
And the gels didn't roll high either, but Bogie taking some damage here, down to 2 hearts.
Nora doing an advanced technique on the right side, real quick, Laws. He's trying to do what's called a Canana key. So if he kills this Tektite, as that shutter door is opening, he can actually go through that key door. So it's taking him a little bit of time, but without resources, this is actually going to be a nice play if he pulls it off.
Yeah, I definitely like this move. Oh, he just missed. Tough break there for Noraystra. I thought he had it there. I mean, he must have missed it by literally a pixel.
Yeah, he's got a little more time. Like, you can go a full tile down, shoot that beam, and then come back up and have time, so you don't have to sit right on this row. But I do like the patience, because if there's something to the right here, I mean, it could pay off. Bogie all the way in the northeast of this level, though, already. Let's see if we got something here.
Nope, just one of the transport staircases. Level 8 will have at least one of them. If this is a segment to level 8, there will be more transport staircases. He's going for it. Nice. And there's another key.
Yeah, that's perfect. And look at this. Look at this, Laz, right here.
Could potentially be one of the items here. Yeah, and I see where BogieSmalls is. I mean, we don't know if he can bomb out of it because he's got no bombs, but it's a dead end to him. Oh, man. Troll Handler, good luck trying to do a block clip.
Yeah, he's got no bombs, so that block clip's going to be very difficult. Just a fiber there. He's going to leave that. Let's see if he can get through first shot. He's a good clipper.
Oh, but he let the pressure get to him a little bit, and now he's in trouble.
Yeah, you got to actually go out and reset the room so that you can see the fireball pattern. If you sit there and let him, sometimes he can speed up that fireball. It's kind of random. So resetting the room there would have helped a little bit. But I think he's going to go back and try that again.
Yep, tough break there for Noraystra. BogieSmalls wants no more part of that level 8. Looks like he's going to head for the vanilla level 1 location. Hope for something a little bit more manageable here. Let's find out what we've got. And we have level 2.
Yeah, I like it. So a smaller level, even though it's shapes, you don't know what it is, but you know the room size is probably going to be right around 15 rooms-ish, something in there, so very manageable level.
Yeah, Redbird, so we're going to find out what these 2 items are. Well, one of them potentially could be a ladder block, but here's a potential shot at bombs. We've got Gibdos, which are in the bomb-dropping group. They normally have 7 HP, but did they roll up? Boy, it sure feels like it, don't it?
It does. It sure does. The other thing I like that I saw, Law, is he came in here with a key. So a lot of times when you leave like a larger dungeon like that, you want to leave with something. Don't be sitting at 0 and 0, 0 keys and 0 bombs and nothing to show for it. If you're going to do it, just go ahead and do it. Here comes Nora trying for their try 2. Didn't reset high enough. That's it. Oh my gosh. He had it in that last one, and I think he just didn't reset high or low enough again and missed it. I don't know if he's going to go a third time.
I wouldn't. And he's not going to. You can't blame him at this point. You got to move on.
Not at all. Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, one thing for those of you who may not know about it, when you try to do a block clip, if you miss, you have to reset your positioning before you can try it again. Even if you get it on the right pixel, it won't register and you won't do the block clip.
Good use of bombs on Bogie's side in combat here. You got bubbles, and a lot of times you got one enemy in the room. It's not really, that trolly or whatever, but use those bombs and just get rid of it and clear it so you're not sitting there waiting for your sword to come back.
And we do have our first ink blot. Contestants, name that ink blot. I've got 2 answers. It could be a microscope, but you know what it looks like? It looks like my desk lamp.
All I know is it's 14 rooms, so I was right on with the room size count.
Yeah, you were right. You were right in the ballpark there, so very good. So, yep. No staircases. We're looking for 2 items that are on the ground, and Noraystra looks like he's going to go for vanilla level 6's location again. This is an early play he made in game number 1, and it looks like he's doing it again, but unfortunately, having some problems with the screen scroll, having these gorillas on the screen makes it more difficult. You get hit by those boomerangs, you're losing 1 heart. Got it.
Yeah, he does the 3-6 Armos play. He likes to do that as his opener, so I'm not surprised at all to see this out of him.
This level 2, though, very linear, so taking a death would be costly here at this point. You gotta be careful. Losing 2 hearts every time you get hit by a Gibdo. Much easier set to vanilla level 6 this time, just Octoroks. But here's a Dark Knight. Oh, Noraystra was
Key
prepared.
right there on Bogey's side. He was standing right over it. He could grab that any key, so a great find in level 2 there, Laz.
Very nice. Yeah, when you don't have any keys early on, you find that any key very early in a seed, that just gives you peace of mind when you go into these dungeons that have a lot of locked doors. And there's the Triforce. He's going to go ahead and pick it up. Now, considering he picked it up, he may leave that second item behind.
Yeah, it's a pretty deep dive to go back in there. There's only 5 rooms left. The combat was easy enough. He might go back in there, and there's really not going to be any blocks because he got the any key, but he's out. He's bouncing.
Wait a minute. I think we did find the second item. It was a heart container because he's now up to 4 hearts. I didn't see it, but it had to be the heart container. So he's done.
Yeah, he's out of there. So great. Actually, a great level 2 for him. No deaths and pretty quick all the way through there.
Now, Noraystra is ducking out a level 5 because I think there was a key. And here's the blue ring. It's at standard 250 rupee price, which is typical. Anytime that plus or minus 20 goes out of bounds of the 255 limit, it's going to set the price automatically to 250.
Yeah, it's so nice to not have to mark a key shop on your map. If you've already got any key and you're doing some exploration right now, you just like, oh, I don't need anything in there.
Slight premium price of that blue candle. It's a 6 2/3% markup, 64 rupees. And wooden boomerang, all hail. We have Lord Banana for BogieSmalls. It's something you can pick up early, which is a nice secondary weapon. And because we're dealing with plus or minus 2 HP enemies, if some of the weaker enemies like blue Octoroks or orange Moblins roll the -2, you can use that boomerang to kill them.
Yeah, it's also great to just stun enemies. If there's a room drop in a room and you're just trying to get past things, all you do is grab that room drop, use the boomerang, stun them, get past them, and you're good to go. So you can use the boomerang defensively too, which I like.
Unfortunately, Noraystra got a little bit too close to that blue Tektite, and he takes a death in level 5. And that, in fact, both of our runners are in level 5, and we have discovered where's the beef. Well, the beef is not required for this seed.
No, not at all. Not if you're going south in that room. You know you're never going to need that.
And BogieSmalls already putting the boomerang to good use by taking care of the keys. Luckily, it doesn't look like they rolled high. They didn't roll to 1 HP where you couldn't take them down, so that's a good thing.
Let's see Nori doing pretty good combat here on this blue Wizrobe. He wants to see what this this diamond staircase, if it's going to drop anything. I don't know if he's gone through this staircase yet, but he does want to clear this guy out. Unfortunately, nothing here.
Yeah, just the transport.
Both in level 5 doing some exploration for us. Unfortunately, they're both kind of in the same area, so we're going to learn as they do in the dungeon.
Yeah, absolutely here. So BogieSmalls is going to find that same transport staircase if he can do. Nice clip.
Yeah, good clip. Under pressure.
Yeah, not an easy room to do a clip when you have that mess of enemies there. And, you know, I don't even think we saw really many Vyres in that last seed, so we're getting our fill here in this one. Oh, no, and the spike trap will give BogieSmalls some fits. He goes back to start.
These rooms that get Nora in right now, it looks kind of menacing or whatever, but because the Gibdos don't really move other than a straight pattern, you're really just watching the fireballs and doing combat, so it's not that bad of a room. Does get a key for his trouble, and he's moving south here.
Yes, indeed. And the Tektites didn't roll high either, but boy, Noraystra having troubles with Tektites here. Back to start he goes again.
Yeah, those are... I would rather have this room that Bogey's in than a Tektite room any day. Tektites have a mind of their own laws, and I hate fighting them.
Yeah, the orange ones really move fast out and about. The blue ones move much slower, but yeah, still easier to deal with Gibdos, even though they deal more damage. Oh! Can't be hugging a Gibdo.
Yeah, and that's almost a room that with the any key that if you only got 1 heart and you're getting fired at in all 4 corners, you might leave that room for later or make the compass point you back to that room because you don't need a room drop out of there, you know? I know they're looking for the item that could drop or whatnot, but that might be a room that you bypass.
Absolutely here. So, gonna try that Tech room again, and he almost bopped him again, but this time he keeps his distance with that beam sword. Move on to the next room.
The resource difference right now, Laz, is a pretty big deal. It hasn't come into play yet, but 2 keys and no bombs for Nora compared to 7 bombs in the Annie key. That's what I'm looking at right now. That's a pretty big early lead for Bogie.
Well, this is a perfect room to... Sorry about that. This is a perfect room to find a 3-headed... The silvers to kill the beast lie somewhere. Wouldn't it be something if it was in level 5?
Yeah, thanks, game. Right?
Yeah. This is a great to place.
This room, Laws, because the fireballs and the detached heads can't go in the door. So you can sit there and just wait and pick your mark out here. There's a room in second quest, level 5, that you actually do the exact same strategy to kill a 3-headed Gleeok. So props to Nora for remembering that.
Oh, man, and Patra Wayne showing no mercy to BogieSmalls. It was the Expando variety. He had no chance.
Yeah,
it's a tough combat scene already.
Gross. Yeah, it's really gross.
And he's done with level 5 again. Boy, we were hoping that maybe this would be different from last time, but this one might be even worse so far. The combat has been atrocious early on.
Yeah, not just that, but there's been no progression. There's been nothing that they need to actually achieve anything. The only thing you got is the Annie key in 2, and Nora's going to find that eventually, but just his route's taking him somewhere different. But you're on 3 hearts in here with room mixtures that are rivals level 6 of vanilla. It's just nuts.
And we see a good portion of this ink blot. It almost looks like vanilla level 2's backwards, but level 5 is going to be a lot bigger than that. Holy smokes.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, they're just getting started here.
BogieSmalls making the play to vanilla level 9's location here in Death Mountain.
You know, I don't know if he did this in the first seed or not, came up here early, but a lot of times when you have a lead, like a 1-game lead or something, what you want to do is to make sure, like, no counterplay. Like, doing something like this is, like, level 1, you know, and it's out of the way and you leave it for later and your opponent didn't. So a lot of times you'll kind of hedge and you'll just make sure you're not leaving something up here that's just way out of the way and somebody that's a little bit desperate might do that you don't.
Uh-oh, we may be Goma and or ladder blocked unless we... No, we are blocked.
Blocked. That's terrible.
Yikes.
But at least you know. At least Bogie knows right now, okay, there's nothing Nora can do up there that I didn't. So that's fine. You know, he does not mind that 1-minute detour right there because he knows right now there's nothing up there that's going to lose the game for him.
Yep, so he's going to have to take another path. And Noraystra's had just about enough of this level 5. He's out of there.
Yeah, I don't blame him. That 5 was just terrible early on. They want to find something that's a little easier for him.
Well, looks like BogieSmalls may be heading for vanilla level 2's location next. Hey, Boomerangs killed Red Octoroks.
It's nice. They rolled down, get you some health. Red Octos will give you some hearts every once in a while.
Yeah, they're in what we like to call the garbage dropping group. There's a mixture of hearts, rubies, but those Red Octoroks, which are, by the way, different from the fast Red Octoroks, they didn't roll down.
Oh, they sure didn't. Ooh, a 6.
Ooh, of course.
Pausing.
He's like, not again. Level 6 being very beefy generally in shapes. It wasn't too bad in the last race. And thankfully, he's got that magical key, so he doesn't have to worry about that locked door.
But...
You gotta be bleeping me. Another ladder block? That's crazy. Now, can he bomb? No, of course not.
Oh my gosh. All right, so we know the candle is in the arrow shop over here on the east, which is on the coast. So what Bogie can do is he can go up and get $100 from the northeast. He can come back down to the arrow shop and check the coast at the same time if he's heads up right now, then check what Vanilla 8 is. I think they're going to need Vanilla 8 here really quickly.
Noraystra's now in that same level 2 where he's going to get the magical key plus a heart container. How much is that medium secret? Ugh, bad again. 27 rupees.
Yeah, it's really bad. So I think Bogie he's going to go grab this heart rock, and then if he goes east, he's going to do that play. If he goes west, north and west, he's going to go up and check the white sword item. 66% to get it though, Laz. Would you go up here?
He might head for level 5 before he heads for it, but it looks like he's making the play for the big money.
Yeah, I love this play by Bogie right now because you can go grab this, you can go check the coast, you know your candle's going to be waiting for you, and you can come back and check Vanilla 8. I love this play.
Yeah, no question about it. I'm a little surprised considering what happened last race. He didn't go after the letter, but Or wait, that was Noraystra that had the problem. My mistake. Let's find out how much this large secret is. Oh, it's a poverty seed!
Oh my God. They're going to get every rupee secret. They're going to have to this seed.
Oh, no. This is definitely a poverty seed confirmed. We have 27 for the medium, 73 for the large. Not good.
Yeah, not at all. That's terrible. I'm laughing because it's not me.
Yeah, well, we were due to have small money because the last race we called the large secret, 139. It can't be laws approved every time.
Of course. Yeah, Bogey's even going to. Oh, I thought Bogey was going to go grab the small. Like, no, I need everything.
I would have been curious to see how much it's worth. Watch it be like 1. For those of you who don't know, the small secret anywhere between 1 and 20 rupees. Medium can be between 25 and 40, and the large secret 50 to 150. We're going to check what the ladder item out of the coast is just a moment, but first peek into the shop and find candle shop. He's going to purchase that candle. Great play there.
Yep, I love this routing so far from Bogey here in the early game.
What do we have? A heart container. Well, chat, you know what to do about that.
Pick it up.
Well, he can't pick it up because he doesn't have the ladder.
Like, pick it up. Get it.
Right.
Got the boomerang.
There are 9 heart containers in the shuffle. We've already seen 2 of them, so there are 7 left. But look, we have level 1 behind the candle bush.
Yeah, I knew this was going to come into play early. They were blocked everywhere else. They were going to have to find a level like this that hopefully there's something. And right here, oh my gosh, well, this isn't the bow. What do you think it is?
A transport staircase.
Oh, come on.
I
told you! Let's go.
Oh my goodness. So this is at least a double segmented level 1. Oh my goodness. Runner's not getting any breaks. In level 1, we have 3 items, 2 that are going to be on the ground and 1 behind a staircase.
Whoa, he did some crazy ninja maneuver there with the boomerang. Got a couple of them, but the one that came down bopped him, unfortunately. Nora's still in this too. Has he got the any key?
Yeah.
Nope, not yet.
Nope, nor does he have the heart container either, so he's still looking for the items. And 1 more Gibdo left. There's a key that he didn't need, but he's going to have to grab it whether he likes it or not. It's an NSU room.
Good bombs by Nora. The only problem is Nora used all of his bombs to make that happen, so let's hope there's something here soon for him.
There's the map for level 2, which we saw earlier.
There's the heart container. We know everything was north of... You see that column to the right of the T? That's the furthest he's going to have to go in this level, so we know we didn't go around the hook there. So everything's pretty compact in here in this top part of the 2.
Nothing here in this diamond staircase room for Bogey, and this may have just been a 3-room dead end unless you have to play Find the Bomb Hole. A lot of bomb chances here with the blue moblins and the Gibdos. Does get a ferried. Here's the map, and this is a double segment, and it turns out that was a dead end. Contestants, name that ink plot.
Yeah, that's messed up. I hate double segmented ones when you go up there and you just feel like you wasted your time up here.
Yep, and just like level 2, it's also 14 rooms.
Alright, so Nora now up to 8 bombs, so good work on these bomb drops here. 2's hooking them up, got another key. Little does he know he's going to grab a key here in a second. That is going to unlock every door in the game for him. It is right here in this room.
Well, BogieSmalls found a mugger room, and the penalty is either pay 1 of your maximum bombs or 4 keys. Well, what do you know? BogieSmalls does have the magical key. It acts as a free pass in that situation, so BogieSmalls, it will cost him nothing.
Okay, good use of the boomerang over here on Bogey's side to stun these enemies while the bubble took out his sword. He made sure they couldn't do any damage to him and also kept them on the screen to be able to kill them later. So good work with the boomerang over here on Bogey's side.
And Noraystra does get his Triforce out of level 2 along with the any key, so he is completed level 2 pretty close early on once again.
Yeah, it really is. This might come down, if there's something here in 1, this race might come down to when Nora gets the candle.
Yes.
That's going to be a huge turning point in this game. If it's pretty quick, they're still relatively even, but if it takes a while and there's something in this 1, that's a big deal.
I think one of the items in level 1 must have been a heart container because he's up to 5. Or wait, he took a take any. Never mind.
Yeah, he got Heart Rock, so he's up to 5 on them.
And Noraystra taking that same. No, he's took the one on the coast, so that's how he gets his 5th heart. There are 5 rooms left, and 3 of them are going to have items.
That's what it always comes down to. You spend there like 3 or 4 minutes, and you're like, "What in the heck is going on with this one?" Or they're like hidden something.
One
4 room. Oh, good lord.
crazy.
Yeah.
All right, so no way.
I knew it. That's why I said 4 early. But
Well,
what is this?
this has to be an item. White sword. That's nice.
All right, not required, but it's going to cut down his combat time in the tough rooms ahead of Nora. So if it takes Nora a while to get into this level 1, that white sword will come into play.
And here's item number 2. And item number 3 is going to be below this staircase. What do we have for item number 2? Heart container.
All right, so the good news for Nora fans out there right now is that the white sword is the only thing of value in here, and it's not required to beat the game. So Nora's not leaving anything behind yet by going to level 1. Not going to level 1.
Also, good news for BogieSmalls. He's now guaranteed whatever the white sword item is. But now we're going to know this room to the south is going to have our 3rd and final item here in level 1. And if it's something very important that leads to progression, this could be a play that gives BogieSmalls an early lead. But he's going to have to full clear this room first. Not the most intimidating room in the world.
No, especially with beams. I mean, you just kind of sit back and kill them at your leisure. Just a heart, Laws.
Wow.
All right, the plot thickens.
Yes, indeed. So 2 heart containers are now out of play. That's 4 heart containers of the 9 that we have seen so far. And there's his Triforce. By the way, I think those Gibdos rolled low. They were either 5 or 6 HP because I believe 3 sword strikes took him down.
All right, so Nora going grabbing some money. Stuff you saw Bogie do a little bit ago. So Bogie does have a little bit of a knowledge lead, a little bit of a Triforce lead as well. Heading up now to the guaranteed white sword item. What do we think it's going to be, chat?
Well, I'm going to say it's going to be something required this time. I'm going to say raft.
I'm going power bracelet. Just give you no more than what you had when you walked up here.
I like that guess. I would have said heart container, but that's the easy way out. There's 9 heart containers. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to say raft. We'll see if anybody is correct. I see a lot of different guesses in chat here. We'll find out if any of you's got it right. A 5% markup on the wood arrows, and we've got it's a heart.
It is the heart. So again, you're not better off than when you walked up here. Oh my gosh, where is everything at, dude?
There's only 4 hearts left in the shuffle, and once again, Magical Sword could be in play because of how quickly these runners have found heart containers.
Absolutely. And you know how they left 8 a little early and they weren't really blocked, but they left it?
Yeah, because of the heavy combat.
Have something for him, yeah.
Noraystra going to go here and going to be relatively disappointed to find that. Ooh, a nice clock drop. He needed that. One more hit from that Dark Nut, he would have been down for the count.
And that is a terrible place to take a death because of how far you are from Vanilla start. So that was a very, very timely clock there for Nora.
And it looks like Vanilla level 5 contains level 9.
Okay. So, and that's a situation, too, right there, where, you know, a lot of times you don't pick up the power bracelet, especially later on if you're, like, in Go mode or whatever, you drop down and you see, okay, I don't need that. This is a seed where you want it, because the power bracelet actually takes you very, very close to where Vanilla level 9 is going to be, so I hope they keep that in the back of their mind.
Looks like Bogie is going to head for level 8 back again. Noraystra heading in the same direction. He might do some shopping first, though. Check what's behind the shops, or... Nope, looks like he might be heading there as well, but he's down to a heart. I probably would have filled out in the fairy fountain, you know, just in case. We know the heavy combat. But he's going to go right into level 8 right here, right now. But look out! Ooh, if there would have been a banana behind that Korea, that orange Korea, he'd have went back to start. Yikes.
Yeah, he'd have been toast there for sure. Nora now not grabbing the candle, and I'm sitting here thinking, okay, white sword in here is just probably going to be, I'm guessing it's probably going to be 2.5 minutes, Laws, of difference between the time Bogie gets out of here and the time Nora does. That's the difference in combat between the 2 weapons.
You know, right now, you know, just considering he's got the candle and the white sword and the fact that we have a heavy combat level 8, I think right now, and you know, it's early, I think it's an early advantage right now for Bogie. Oh, I thought for a moment nice shot on that troll handler there, giving Noraystra a little bit of fits.
And it's just a transport. What you got to hope if you're Nora is that there are 2 items on the other side of this transport. And unfortunately, it takes you, I think, is connected to the rest of it. But here might be an item. This could be the room.
Or it could be a segmented level 8. And we have the magical boomerang. You got to be kidding me.
Still no progression. What is going on with the seed?
Unbelievable. So we have found
your oranges are 6 hit points? Good lord.
Wow. No breaks for any of these runners. Oh, did you see that?
I did.
Troll Handler just did his best Dikembe Mutombo impression and wagged his finger on BogieSmalls. He had the block clip, and he got knocked out.
Yeah, this is a seed where I'm really glad I'm on this side talking about it with you instead of playing.
Yeah, me too. I'm glad. I've done my fair share of Zelda Randomizer runs. I would not want to be playing this seed. No way, no how.
Bad. You have no progression anywhere. The white sword's the best thing you have. Magic key, of course. I mean, but they both have it. The white sword is the best really thing you have, and there's just what do you do? You're sitting there like twiddling your thumbs, like I don't know what to do with this seed.
BogieSmalls just left a ringing 10 on that manhandler. I thought he had the strike there. He gets it to spare though.
He does
nice,
get
gets his bombs.
So
yeah, cool. All right, so,
you see the difference in this Patrick kill, even just the time it's going to take Nora compared to Bogie. I mean, we only have one of the orbitals gone, and it's just sitting there. Just time is ticking away.
Yeah, and if he takes one hit, he is down for the count because anytime you get hit by Patrick, you're losing 2 hearts. Now, BogieSmalls, he's going to see that magical boomerang, and he probably isn't going to pick it up. Let's see.
Oh, get out of that corner, Nora. Get out of that corner, Nora.
Thought about it briefly, and yeah, Noraystra couldn't get out of that corner, so he'll take a death. Back to start he goes. BogieSmalls, where is he going to go?
So where do you go? 6 was completely ladder blocked. You got both items in 2. 3 was blocked, correct? I think so up there. Yeah, ladder blocked.
Yep.
5? We didn't see anything out of 5 yet, so maybe some more combat in 5?
By the way, Redbird, this is a segmented level 8 based on the map that BogieSmalls pulled up.
Oh, man. Yeah, this is just rough.
Very rough seed here indeed.
Oh, and another death, unfortunately. These patchers are not playing nice to her.
Speaking of not playing nice, that blue Wizrobe not playing nice missed completely on that bomb. Didn't miss there, but that was his last bomb, and unfortunately, no reward for his efforts.
And we know there's nothing north of this Patra unless there's a way to bomb out or whatever, so the answer has got to lie somewhere else here.
I think you're right. But we'll see.
It's interesting. They're both like, they kind of diverged on which way they went right after the, level 8 initial play, and the seed brought them back here. It said, no, you are not leaving. This is where I want you.
Well, there's a couple of locked doors, and now we find a ladder block, of course.
It'd be funny if he cleared this and it's a ladder. You gotta find the way around.
Oh, no. The Redbird. Oh, and he gets a clock, but that's actually bad because now he can't reach that other Wizrobe. So he's gonna have to get out of the room and come back and clear the other Wizrobes that are gonna be respawning. So tough break there for Bogie.
Is this a new stair for us for a north side?
I believe so. Second item. And it's the ladder.
The Dracados special, ladder in 8. Here we go. The seed has now taken off. Nora got hit by that key, he's marking it, but he's pretty excited about that ladder. He is actually out. He's bouncing.
Yeah, absolutely. You can't fault him here. And BogieSmalls, I believe, has just found that same ladder.
Yeah, this is very, very close. The only difference right now is just the Triforce in 1 and the discovery of 1. We know there's nothing else in there, though, so if Nora has to go mode 1 later, which I don't imagine that, but if Nora has to go mode 1 later, it's not going to take too long.
So now we're just looking for the item that is on the ground here in level 8. And that's easier said than done because in shapes, level 8 can be over 40 rooms. But there's the map. Oh, boy. Contestants, name that ink plot.
Man, so Bogie's decision to stay here instead of bounce is letting him see this map. There's a key here. That doesn't bother him because he's got the any key. He's trying to decide, what am I going to do here? I think he's going to go through the 10-ish rooms that he hasn't done. Try to find that Triforce. Unfortunately, gets nailed by an orange Wizrobe. I don't think he saw.
Yep, they didn't see that beam coming. You lose 4 hearts every time you get hit by an orange Wizrobe beam. The only other enemy that does that kind of damage is a Hyrule Driver.
Nora lucking out on the coast here has not seen a single shop yet. Sees the heart, or sees the candle here on the coast. Going to be able to check out the heart here. So now the knowledge game is starting to get a little closer and is now able to actually pick up the heart that Bogie had to leave because he didn't have the ladder. So the sequencing there is allowing Nora to come up with 1 more heart than Bogie has.
That's right. And Noraystra is going to have, I believe, 10 hearts once he gets the 2 hearts from level 1. So, yeah, I think Magical Sword, once again, could be in play for either of these runners. Because remember, Noraystra's already taken 2 of the any caves. Bogie's only picked 1.
Yeah, I'm with you. Bogey's still trying to figure out this 8, and I don't blame him. I mean, you want the Triforce, you're going to need it anyway. You've got the any key and the ladder, so you know your movement's not going to be restricted at all. You haven't seen any dig doggers that's blocking you, so there's no reason to leave here. But this time, man, this is taking a little bit. Now, if the recorder or raft is in here as the floor item, that is huge, Law.
And Bogey's going to up an A and take a different path. I just got this feeling as Noraystra finds his compass in level 1. I got a feeling somewhere in that 4-block cluster is going to be where our Triforce is.
I think you're right. I think you're 100% right trying to get over there.
Or maybe the item could be in that 4-block cluster as well. Who knows? But BogieSmalls going to head to the right here because he hadn't explored it yet. Now with the ladder, boy, I hate seeing trap rooms in the moat room.
Yeah, that's a terrible room to see and try to experience getting through. And one thing Bogie was thinking was, there's a room north of that I've got to get back and bomb. So as soon as he clears here, I would almost guarantee he's going to go back that way.
Unfortunately, the bubbles are really causing him some pain. Every time you get hit by a bubble, you're going to lose access to your sword for about 5 seconds. And it's not as bad in Randomizer as it is in the vanilla game, because sometimes bubbles can bail you out of taking what you could have taken as a death. But in the vanilla game, it's more frustrating than anything.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. I'm trying to figure out how to get down to the foot of this 8.
Yes.
Hasn't been down to this room, these bottom 3 rooms right here.
Could have something here, and here is a divergence. He'll grab these 10 rupees. Noraystra did get his white sword. He has not gotten any of the heart containers yet, but he's going to get it right now. This level 1, right now, so far, Noraystra is clearing it a lot faster. Didn't have the map. It's lucky routing, I'm telling you.
Oh, gosh. Bogey found a Gleeok on 1 heart coming from the north. That's really rough to do, Laws.
Yeah, he had very little hope. I mean, even though you only need 5 hits for the first head and 3 for all subsequent heads with that white sword, anytime you get hit by a fireball, you're losing 1 heart. That's just tough to negotiate.
Bogey's really putting a lot of time into this level 8, and it could very well pay off, but this is a lot of time lost. Without going to, you've got a fairy fountain that's very close to refill to come back in here to do these fights and whatnot, but really kind of putting his head down and going after it.
And guess what? Noraystra's going to be done with this level 1. He's found all 3 items. He did not need the map, and it's going to be a much quicker level 1 than it was for BogieSmalls. So if level 8 proves to be a dud for BogieSmalls, we found the compass, and now he knows where the Triforce is. If that 3rd item in level 8, whatever it might be, if that's a dud, you got to believe at this point that Noraystra might have the lead a little bit.
Yeah, I'm 100% with you, and it's kind of feeling that way. You feel a seed out and whatnot, and who knows? I mean, it could be 1, it could be powerful, it could be the bow for all we know, but it's feeling like just the time spent in this 8 just might be kind of the deciding point of this entire race.
Definitely. Now
Nora jumping into 6, knows he was ladder blocked, so he went straight back to 6, Laws. I love this play.
Yeah, definitely, because there's 2 items in level 6, 1 on the ground, 1 behind a staircase, and you just never know. The way this seed is shaping up to be, Redbird, you got to believe that there's a progression item somewhere.
Yeah, 3 would have been the quicker of the 2, but 3 was so far from where he was coming out of level 1 that I like this. Just stop in 6. If you happen to get the Triforce along the way, maybe you bounce, do 3, and come back. But I do like the overworld routing decision here to come into 6.
And then there's BogieSmalls taking this transport staircase, which will take him to the 4 square area, which we thought might have been a dead end. We know now it's not, but you're going to have to bomb to the left.
I would take that Triforce if I'm Nora. Oh, and gets the compass, just throws the fire at it. I don't blame him a bit for that. I think I take it.
4-headed Gleeok!
I think I take it and leave. That's just me, but we'll see if I'm wrong here.
2 heads left to go. And this time he can't do the beam sword strats like we saw earlier in this. And 1 more head left to go. Come on, BogieSmalls.
Yeah, these 4-headed Gleeoks are not fun. Even with a white sword, this is really good work just to stay in front of him, knock it out. Laws, that was a great fight.
Nice job. 2 rooms left to go. Oh, no! And the blue wizard picks him off. Wow.
That's so far from start, too.
Oh, my goodness.
Putting even more work in this level 8, and he's going right back at it.
He feels pot committed at this point, Redbird, and
perfect phrasing, absolutely.
It's a very rough feeling when you're a randomizer runner that you're in this level for so long. There's just a few rooms left you have to clear, but it's been a heavy combat seed. But you get to that feeling, you just feel pot committed at this point. You got to find that last item before you grab the Triforce. But if it's something that is not required, you got to feel bad.
Yeah, and on the Nora side, I don't know if you noticed, but Nora just saw a Dig Dogger, and that's another reason that if you can gamble and leave a level like this where you see Dig Doggers, that was a drop. So if your item's behind that Dig Dogger anyway, you might clear out all these rooms and not have anything to show for it because you needed an item from another level. So once you start seeing combat or enemies that you can't take out with your current equipment, it's even more reason you might want to grab that Triforce.
He's going to take down the Patra. Now, this is a drop room, so you never know if this third item could be here.
Right, absolutely. Very interested in what's behind that Patra right there.
Oh, man.
Oh.
Yeah, Blue Land Mola in a quadruple shutter door room, he had no chance.
Yeah, for sure. Good fight here by Bogie. Just a very defensive fight, staying the full 3 tiles away. Those orbitals only go 3 tiles from that head, so as long as you count that off, you know kind of where you can stand. Very good defensive fight by Bogie there.
Unfortunately, no drop. Did get a nickel, and he's going to check the room surround. No, he's not. Yes, he is. He's going to check the room surrounding this Triforce. Maybe the items. It's a heart!
That's terrible news for Bogie. Good because he's done, but I know he's very frustrated right now because there were multiple deaths here and so many different paths that he took. That's not the payoff that Bogie wanted to see.
Oh, man. Look at this ink blot of level 6, man. Contestants name it. Yeah, this is ugly.
Oh no, and Nora is going to take a death in a bad spot, and 6 is another reason you might want to bounce. This is not cool, Laws. Not fun on either side right now.
Redbird, that is 35 rooms, even bigger than vanilla level 7.
Yeah, the heck with that. Nope, you're going to make... I would make the seed point me back to 6 right now. You have the Triforce. You have the compass sitting right there. Make the seed push you back that way.
Exactly. So, Bogie is done with level 8. He does have the Triforce out of there. He has all 3 items. But we still haven't found really anything of progression. Here's the Triforce for Noraystra right there all by itself. That's his 3rd Triforce piece, so we're tied up in that department.
Yeah, the good news for Bogie, and again, if you're a Bogies or whatnot, is he did get through level 8, and because of that Triforce location was up near where Nora got the ladder, that's going to be one of the last places Nora goes back to when it is eventually time, even if he's in Triforce and Go mode. It's going to be one of the last locations that he checks, so he's going to spend a little time in that 8. So Bogie didn't lose a ton of time, but he probably did lose some time overall in this race when you look back at it.
Looks like BogieSmalls is going to head for the vanilla level 9 location. We had seen Noraystra hop into there earlier, but couldn't do anything because he was blocked.
Yeah, this 3 is going to be interesting because you're a ladder block, so I bet there's some progression in here. I'm betting you're going to get a raft or a recorder out of 3.
We'll say this much, Redbird. If there's no progression here in level 3, it's all in 6.
Yeah, and that's 6. I mean, you saw that map. You called it out. That's garbage. It's so bad.
And Noraystra going to pick up a medium secret here. 1 screen north and east of vanilla level 1's location. There's the map for level 3. Again, not segmented. Name that ink blot.
Well, the important thing here in this 3 is that we cannot go south until we at least have a bow. So we're blocked off the 5 bottom rooms of that 3. So something up here in the top 6 has got to help these guys out.
We'll find out. Well, there's the Triforce.
Okay, easy room. That's good news.
So we're looking for the 2 items, one behind a staircase and one that's going to be on the ground, which is the silver arrows!
Boom. All right, so there's one, and I still bet there's some progression in here. So they're looking for a stairway now, Laz.
Yep, they are looking for that stairway, and because it's not segmented, we know it is going to be the item guaranteed. 15 rooms for this level 3, so 1 through 3 were pretty comparable.
You know what's funny about this seed? The seed says, hey, you come into level 3, I'm going to give you a block where you need bow and arrows. Here's some arrows. Go find the bow.
Right? You're mean, game.
That ain't right, man.
Oh, man. So, just a couple of rooms left to go, and if we don't find our staircase in these rooms, it's not here.
No, not here. The only thing this could do is give them a bomb drop. When you've got like the any key here, there's no floor drop that's going to help you besides bombs. So even like the 10 or 15 seconds just to clear that room adds up. So those are things that you need to keep thinking in the back of their mind. That staircase is below that bow, so they know in the back of their mind it's not going to be the bow, but that's such a bummer when they're needing the recorder and the raft still. So that's somewhere they might have to come back to now, Laz.
Noraystra gets the Triforce out of level 3. He'll go back in. He'll find his silver arrows, but unfortunately, he will not have access to whatever the second item is. But yeah, you're absolutely right. We now know it is not the bow. This could be one of those chain reaction seeds, Redbird, where one item leads to another, and it's possible that our raft or recorder could be that staircase item in 3.
Yeah, and that's the question in chat right now is what's the second item in 3? We don't know. What the big, mystery is right now is it's below that Goma block, so we know it can't be the bow because that Goma is blocking us from getting to the south. So if they need just bow for go mode, they're not going to come back to 3 knowing that the second item can't be the bow. But if they still need something else and they get the bow in like 6, they might have to come back here and get the recorder out of the bottom of 3.
Absolutely, Redbird. And there are 5 items in these flags that can never be in level 9 at any time. And those 5 items are the bow, the ladder, the raft, the recorder, and the power bracelet. They can never be in 9 in these flags as Noraystra gets his silver arrow.
Yeah, the comforting thing, Law, is when you're sitting there and you pick up the silvers, you think, okay, there's nothing in 9 that will help me beat this seed now that you have the silvers. So it's very comforting knowing that every item you need in the game is going to be outside of it. So this is a good feeling for the runners right now, knowing they're chasing down stuff that has to be in levels 1 through 8.
Yeah, right now the only item that potentially could be in level 9 that could be of any value to these runners is the red ring, because we've already found the white sword, we've already found the magical key, and the red candle is going to be out of play now.
So if you're Nora right now, we know Bogey's in 5, kind of looking. If you're Nora, you don't have the Triforce in 8, you don't have the floor item in 8, you don't have either item in 6, but there's really no other progression. Where are you going?
That's a tough call for Noraystra. I mean, he's heading in the direction of level 8, but he's down to 1 heart, and if he gets hit by a banana, ooh, safe there.
Looks like he's heading towards 5 where Bogey is, which is over here at Vanilla 6. Be very, very careful. Like you said, those bananas can be deadly.
Yeah, without any defense, losing 1 heart, regardless if it's an orange or a blue Gorilla, if you get hit by a boomerang, and there it is.
Yeah, that's so bad, too, because now you got to scroll all the way up there. So that might even make him decide to go east towards 6. He's thinking about it. He's thinking, which way do I go now? That 5 is so far from where I just was. I don't have the recorder. I don't have the power bracelet to get there. Where should I go? That's why he's sitting there pausing on the vanilla screen, a vanilla start. He has no idea which way to go right now.
And here's that Gliak that we saw on Noraystra's side earlier, but again, won't have the luxury of having the beam sword. Does have the white sword, but he is down, and he's just going to avoid it.
Yeah, it's so weird, too, because Bogey has the superior equipment going into that fight, but the beams made the difference there, and being able to sit in that doorway was able to pick him off. It's a much safer fight for Nora on 4 hearts, green tunic, wood sword, than it is right now on 9 hearts for Bogey with white sword, just because of beams.
Yeah, because in order to have beam sword, you have to have full health, and it's a lot harder to have full health when you have more hearts, and unfortunately, BogieSmalls gets defeated by Gliak, so back to start we go. Half price on bombs, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I dig those seeds. Anytime that you need bomb refills and you know they're like $10. Unfortunately, it's in the rare shop and you got to walk all the way here, but just that knowledge is great.
Now, we had seen Noraystra take down that 3-headed Gliak. I don't believe there was an important item there, though. We're still trying to find out what those 2 items are.
Yeah, we're missing a lot of knowledge in the seed. For being 45 minutes in, the seed really hasn't given them too much. And nothing in 5.
No. That is the transport staircase. If it's segmented, there's going to be a second set. I think this is the room that stopped Noraystra in his tracks. Ooh, there's a clock.
Yeah, it was a good clock. Very good clock. This could be an item room right here. Could be a drop room. Let's see what we get.
Nothing.
He checked to push that block?
Well, it couldn't be anything because that's where he came from.
Oh, that's where he came. Never mind. Yeah, that couldn't be anything. I was looking at the other screen. Thank you, sir.
Now, the good news is for BogieSmalls, if he were to take a death, he does not have to do that room over again, and that's because of those spike traps. Anytime there's spike traps or bubbles in a room, if you full clear it, those enemies will never respawn as long as you stay in the dungeon.
Yep, the game considers there still to be enemies in the screen because spike traps are considered enemies.
I'm going to clear these keys. No drop here. Now, Noraystra's in level 5.
Yeah, it's interesting because, Nora did a little bit of work, kind of some initial discovery when, he came up this way and routed the overworld early on. Not really sure how many rooms he touched, but he did touch probably, 5 or 6 rooms. There's our Triforce in the northeast on Bogey's screen.
So it's in the minus room here, but we still haven't found either of the items yet.
Yeah,
there's the
There's
T room.
Something in here. It feels like that, Laz.
You don't see the key. You don't see the item in the tea room. You usually see the item in the bottom right corner.
Yeah, in the middle of it. Yeah, sometimes it depends on what level it's dropping in, but sometimes you see it right there in the middle. It can be either one. Just depends on the level.
Good point. So, Bogies, there's the bow and the
Wow,
raft.
Screens, Laws, holy cow!
Wow, double progression. So the raft for Noraystra in 5, the bow for BogieSmalls, and now he gets the raft.
So here's the crazy thing: did Nora just up A? I don't think Nora's getting this bow. I think Nora's going straight for the Triforce and going to take that raft to wherever, like 4 or 7, whatever's across that raft item. I don't think Nora's getting the bow out of here.
Oh no! And if that's the case, this could be all she wrote. You hate to see it happen, Red. Oh, he's got it!
Thank God. I wasn't sure where that was, but Ruma was, man, that was on his way. If that was not on his way, he would not have grabbed that bow.
Wow, that gave us
he
a
was
scare.
making a beeline for that Triforce.
We got a race again, folks. Don't you worry about it. There's the Triforce for BogieSmalls. That's number 5 for him. Now, Noraystra having a little bit of trouble, but there he goes, crossing the tea room right there. He's going to tie up the score once again. We still have ourselves a race, folks.
Absolutely. That being right across from there it was a godsend for Nora, because Nora would have been out of here. You can see where Nora was heading. I mean, if it was anywhere else, that was curtains for him.
Yeah, it's probably GG right there. Oh, man. The route just saved his bacon right there. BogieSmalls looks like he's going to head for probably doing the around the world screen scroll.
Yeah, there's a heart to pick up. He knows that on the coast item. Also has the raft now. Nope, gonna go ahead and use.
He wanted to do it and he screwed it up. Or no, he didn't want to do it.
I don't think he wanted to do it. I think he was doing this. He's getting some money. Maybe a blue ring purchase.
It's not a bad play. 10 heart mags, no good.
This could very well be. I don't know if maybe he thought he got the recorder and went this way, or this is routing on purpose. Anytime that you get the raft and the raft is your next play, what you want to do is just up A, because you're only 4 screens from start. It's way faster than doing all this walking, but I think Bogie wanted that 100 secret on the way, so I'm not going to question that one bit.
Yeah, hard to say at this point, but regardless, once again, like we saw a lot in game number 1, high fives, same dungeon, and it's level 4 in level 4's location. Well, chat, it's your cue.
So, Laz, what they need here, they need the recorder to be here, and they are in perfect go mode. One has level 6's Triforce, one has level 8's Triforce. Advantage Bogie there because 6's Triforce was pretty much on the intended path.
Right. So, now, if the recorder is not here in level 4, what's the next play? Do you go back to level 3, check that Goma, find out what that staircase item is? Maybe it's the recorder, maybe not.
I would for both of them. Here's why I would do it for Nora. Nora going back to 8 would be looking for a floor item in a huge level. Bogie going into an inexperienced 6, you haven't really seen any of the rooms in 6, you're looking for both items. So level 3 is only 5 rooms, I would go to 3 in a heartbeat.
Yeah, absolutely. And they both have the Triforce, and BogieSmalls nearly got Y-Force there. He was maybe a couple pixels away from touching that.
Yeah, they're really looking and hoping that this recorder is inside 4. Both of them are.
Absolutely, because this would put both runners in Triforce and Go mode, and we would have ourselves a dogfight. Anybody's game right now. We saw this in game 1. We're seeing it right now in game number 2. This could set up for another level 9 finish.
And one goes right, one goes left. Who's going to have anything? Left is the map, is right. This can be a dropper.
Whoa! That is quadruple segmented. Name that inkblot. Holy smokes.
I hope you like stairs and blue whiz robes because you're getting plenty of them.
Well, I tell you what, looking at that 10-room segment of level 4, I was hoping it'd be like quintuple or sextuple segmented. Well, that's one of the staircases.
I would align all these levels up and fit them and just see
where this goes. My. And we have a Goma.
Nora got the book? Nora got the book in 4. Okay, book is in 4 on the floor, so Nora must have Y book. But I think Nora just likes the book, because didn't Nora get it last time too?
Yes, he did, but he currently doesn't have a wand.
Book on the
so
floor.
It's not really gonna.
4.
So that was a dead end. So that's not where we needed to go. So one of the other staircases is either going to take him to the 3 off or the 1 off. That's crazy. Yeah, this quadruple segment of level 4, that ties the most I've ever seen. I've never seen a quintuple segment. How about you, Redbird?
No, I never have. This is nuts. This is not one that's fun because one, tracking this is a nightmare. Well, now this could be a drop room here, so well, it's not the book. We know that.
Yeah, it's not gonna be the Triforce either. So there's
Compass,
a clock.
maybe?
So, well, let's see if it's anything. It is the compass. You called it.
Yeah, it had to drop something, and that was kind of the only thing left for this level to give us.
True. So if the Triforce, wasn't so blatantly obvious early on, that actually would have been a useful one-off.
Right? So do we have to kill these Wizrobes? That's the question.
Probably.
With this seed, guaranteed.
Yeah.
Especially because we don't have the red ring, and the red ring's probably a 9, so you're not getting that.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right.
Nice
Nice
work by Nora there.
That was an amazing fight there, and let's see. This will be another transport staircase. Let's find out where it takes him. It looks like it's going to take him to the 3 off.
Yeah, this is probably where he wants to go.
Yeah.
Again, this isn't going to get made. Do not die right here, because you're going to have to do that entire fight over.
Yeah.
Health is paramount for Nora right now. This is kind of you're gritting your teeth a little bit going through these last couple rooms.
This could be... Oh, it's a rupee boss. If this is pushable, we have found our item. No!
Oh, no. Is this it?
Oh, just gels.
The enemy set was great for this because you did not want to do that twice.
So we are going to find our staircase item here in level 4. Let's find out what we have. It's going to be the wand. Oh!
Hey, all right.
Well,
So-
we have choices.
Beeline to level 3. I'm telling you right now, this is the type of play that will win or lose games because if Bogie goes into 6 and just starts digging around and there's nothing there and it's sitting there in the bottom of 3, this is how you can put 5 minutes on yourself. But here's the thing, it only costs you like a minute and a half to check. So the potential to have a 5 or 6 minute lead on somebody because you go check something they don't is huge. You want to absolutely go to 3 right now.
Meanwhile, BogieSmalls still trying to find that second item here in level 4, and yeah, we're running out of spots here now. Now Bogie is going to pick up the Triforce.
8, because I think he's going up to 3.
Wait, if Bogie makes the play and he gambles here, it's going to be an amazing play. But I bet he goes back. Yep.
All right, so how easily or how many times is it going to take him to clear out the Wizrobe room? We saw Bogie sit there in 8 and go through it until he got it. So if he doesn't one-shot this, how much work is he going to put into this room?
Good question. Now, BogieSmalls saw the book. He decides to pass it up. Now, he's got full health, but still a tough sell because it's 2 hearts every time you lose, get hit by their bodies or their Wizrobe beams. So you still got to be careful.
All right, so here we go. This is the play for Bogie.
I wonder if Noraystra's heading back into level 6.
Though they rolled to 8. Laws, they rolled to 8. So they only took 2 bombs. There was no sword work you needed to do at all. Those were great bombs from Bogie. Perfectly done.
What a huge break. Yeah.
I think Nora is going to 6.
No, this isn't 6. Is it?
Yeah, this is 6 over here.
Oh.
I'm tracking it.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait, oh, that's right. Level 5 is where level 9 is. Sorry. Sorry.
So
Yeah.
here's the tough thing. You've got Triforces out of both 6 and 3 right now. So if there's nothing here in 6, there's so many more rooms you have to go through than going through the 5 rooms in 3. This is where I would a little bit question the play. But if it's here, I mean, this is why I get beat sometimes because I go to the smaller ones and it's in a level like this. So it's going to be interesting play.
Wow.
I'm on the edge of my seat right now, Laws.
Right now, it's a 2 in 3 chance that the recorder's here in level 6. So, percentage-wise, the play makes sense. But I get where you're going. It's the easier play to go back into level 3. But it looks like BogieSmalls is also heading for level 6.
Yeah, if you're wrong in 3, it takes a minute and a half. If you're wrong here, it takes you 6 minutes, 7 minutes. Like it's the big mistake versus the small mistake. It's one of those.
Wait a minute. No, wait. Where is BogieSmalls going? He's going for 3. This is the race right here, folks.
It really is. Yep, this divergence right here is the entire race. Chat, who's going to be right, Bogie or Nora? Take your sides right now.
Again, percentage-wise, Noraystra has the advantage. But yeah, if this... Whoa! It's a recorder!
It was 6! And this is why I get beat right here. Oh my god, it was 6.
Advantage, Noraystra, but he still has to get the Triforce out of level 8. He doesn't know exactly where it is, and he now has to go to Recorder Lake, where level 7 is going to be, and who knows what's going to happen there. But yeah, right now, advantage Noraystra. And I'm going to tell you what, that was an amazing manhandler kill. He got the wall shot dirty bullseye there. That was amazing.
Power bracelets. Okay, so this is going to save Bogie a little bit of time when they both go to 9. So it's not... It probably took him a couple minutes to get up here and do this. He's going to save probably 15, 20 seconds walking, so he's going to get a little bit of that time back. What is he doing now the rest of 3? Okay, should have up 8. Yeah, okay. He's going there. Nora is now going into 7, so it's the time for Nora to find the Triforce in 8 and do 7 compared to Bogie to find the Triforce in 6, which is 5 rooms in, and then do 7. So this is still a race. It's not a huge lead for Nora. It's still a pretty open race right now.
Absolutely. But yeah, Noraystra making the play of the 6. He now knows he doesn't have to go back into level 3. He's in Triforce and Go mode. Here we go with level 7. Hey, TGE, that message is for you.
Right. And we have a red candle sighting in 7, so got the floor item here. Yep. The one thing they're kind of wanting when you're in Go mode is you're kind of wanting to see like a red ring on the floor or something.
You know, I question that logic. I mean, I know it's a Nintendo game and you should never question Nintendo logic, but don't you think a Gibdo swallowing a red candle is very unhealthy?
I mean, it depends on if there's something to light the candle.
I mean, if it's unlit,
if it's unlit, he's good.
Yeah. Anyways, we have our ink blot for level 7. Contestants, name that ink blot.
So 4-headed Gliok here. We have Bogie in 6. This is going to be the Triforce, like very, very close to here, if not this one. So I think the next room down. But he's going left, so this is a little time in 6 that Bogie's going to do.
This is a 26-room level 7, which is a little bit on the large side. Yeah, BogieSmalls is now going to pick up the map that we had seen earlier for Noraystra, and we have Zelda's room, and I guess she was a snake charmer.
Why'd it have to be snakes?
Right? Good old rope. So no Zelda being in Zelda's room this time. Somebody's been wanting to see that for a while. Zelda being in Zelda's room in a randomizer. You don't see that much. You see Ganon in Ganon's room a lot, but you don't see Zelda in Zelda's room much.
You know, I'm surprised how often Ganon is in his room in a completely randomized game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I totally agree with you there, Redbird.
All right, so Nora going down to the southeast of 7. If nothing is here, this is like one of those legs. Okay,
but he's in the room right now.
Yeah, Bogie's gonna about to grab this recorder. Sorry.
Oh,
there, don't die.
Ring again.
Don't. Nice.
Got it. Oh man, I swear, I thought he had the strike and he left the ringing 10. But there it is. BogieSmalls catching up.
Yeah, so this 7 is going to be huge between the two of them. Like I said, if there's nothing down here in the southeast, then this might be time that Nora's spinning in 7 that Bogie doesn't, if it's like in the southwest and he goes a different way. So how many rooms of 7 does each of them touch? That's important right now.
Just some great combat there for BogieSmalls taking down that manhandler. And right now, I'd say the advantage goes back to him because remember, Noraystra still needs to get the Triforce out of level 8.
Yeah, this is not a drop room, so this entire time down here in the southeast is completely all for naught. Bogie now going to 7. Yeah, I think you're a good 5, 6, 7 minute advantage right now for Bogie.
Yeah, right now, and remember that Bogie's already had 1-0 in this best of 3 match. If he wins, he moves on to the round of 64 against you, Redbird Grad, and if that would mean the end of Noraystra's tournament.
I don't want to face Bogie. Bogie's fantastic right now. He's playing very, very well. I don't want to face Nora either. Both of these showing complete no, they're dominating right now. They're doing fantastic. There's nothing really majorly that they're doing wrong. They're not showing any, rookie nerves, anything like that. They're playing very, very well.
They have been playing exceptionally well. Please make sure you give both of our runners, BogieSmalls and Noraystra, a follow because they have been absolutely tearing it apart tonight.
So Nora's striking out here in the south. Looks like he's going to have to try to get to that northeast part of 7. I think Bogey headed that way first, so that could be huge for Bogey.
Well, we're gonna find out another high five, which we've seen a lot. But there is no item here that reverse C is indeed a red herring. Nothing.
Yeah, Nor having the map is kind of nice for him right now, but again, all those rooms, you got to think about all that time that he spent down there in the south that Bogey's not going to do.
Now, yeah, Bogey's not going to do that. Noraystra's going to bomb to the north, and if that Triforce is here, no, not in this room at least.
See, having that map allowed him to know that bomb hole was going to be going. So I think now Bogey's going to go back and retrace Nora's steps. So Nora finds that Triforce. And this is a very tough room to clear. But if Nora finds that Triforce quickly, nice clock, then he's got some time to get into 8 while Bogey's still swimming around the 7.
No Triforce here. Just a few rooms left in the north. Now we've got some keys to deal with. But now he's down to his last half heart, and he had no chance.
No, and that book really, really hurt him there because he ran into fire to start that little chain reaction of taking the half heart there and then the other half heart.
And that, my friends, is the reason why runners generally don't grab the book. You just saw what it did to Noraystra right there. He had absolutely no chance of getting out of that pickle. He was cornered by 3 fireballs. There was no way out.
Yeah, 3 and 1 was his own. I mean, that was very rough. Got to go back up there.
Very tough. But we'll see what happens here as, once again, high fives.
Nora's going to try to see, okay, let's see if there's any other rooms up here that I can go to besides the one that I just died in. And he did find a path. Okay, so this is a new room.
Yeah, this could be a much more manageable room. And we've got a lot of lag. You thought Blue Lagoon rooms were very laggy. And there's the compass.
It was the room he died in.
Wow.
So this could be red ring. So check this right here because this could be his red ring.
Yeah, I like this play. Check to see if it's jewelry because it'll quadruple his defense. But that's the transport.
Where does it take you? It takes you west, right? It's got to take you to the west, which is away from the Triforce.
Southwest, very much away from the Triforce.
He was looking for the item right here. He went down there. He knew that was the.
Yeah, I think I don't blame Noraystra at this point. It's a small enough level 7 where you can just try and find that item. And I mean, if it's the red ring, I mean that's more power to you. So, yeah, the way this combat has been. I could see why you would want to try and make a play to maybe find that red ring, but you got to believe red ring's a 9.
Yeah, I'm thinking that too, the way this seat has gone. But like you said, there's only a handful of rooms left. There's like 3 rooms on his radar that he hasn't done.
And actually, Redbird, I think the 3 items that are left in play are 2 heart containers and that red ring.
Yeah, so no matter what, it's going to help your defense. I think it's the room to the left of the Triforce is the room that he...
Yeah, it's got to be there. I mean, Again, I think he might be pot committed to trying to find this final item here in level 7. I mean, if BogieSmalls bypasses it and Noraystra gets it, that could be a difference in level 9, especially if it's Wizrobes.
Gotta do a clip here. These are Wall Masters. So, and I would even kill a couple Wall Masters. There it is.
Bam!
There's a red ring. That's huge.
Oh, quadruple your defense, damage down to 1/4 the base value. That is huge. And if Bogey just makes a beeline for the Triforce here in level 7, the Great Equalizer could come into play.
Yeah, and that's kind of it's a room that it took him a while to get to, and it was through a bomb hole. So the natural flow of this north is going to take Noraystra, or going to take Bogey up straight to the Triforce. It's to the left of this room right here, the Triforce room, and once you see that Triforce, you're going to bounce. So most likely, Bogey's not going to get it.
Unless he takes the same path that Noraystra just took, and now he's got the map. He doesn't know where the Triforce is. 7 Triforce pieces for Noraystra. Got to go back to level 8 and get that, folks. And there's the Triforce for BogieSmalls, and he's going to make a beeline for that red ring if he continues to go to the east.
Yeah, he didn't want to take any stairs. So if there's a bomb hole here, he's going to miss this because he's going to go to the right again.
Oh, you're right.
Miss that red ring.
He will miss it. Yes, you're absolutely right. Because Bogey did not want to deal with that room. So yes, right now, Bogey is going to have the advantage going into level 9.
Oh! No! In a death. That's huge.
Oh!
Now, Nora's trying to find that Triforce in 8, has no idea where it is, but having the red ring is going to allow him to clear out these Wizrobes more quickly, and be able to find that Triforce quicker. So this could be very, very close going into 9 again.
Oh, that is a costly death right there for BogieSmalls. Because again, Level 9 being the great equalizer, and if it's heavy combat, this is going to favor Noraystra. We could see a game 3.
Yeah, I'm with you, and I want to between these two. They're so close, and they're so evenly matched. These guys it's a great series right here.
I know, man. These guys have really fought it out, and oh man.
Plus, Laz, I need them to use all their relievers and their closer and everything as much as possible, so they're tired when they get to me.
Oh, you want this to be like a 19-inning game like the other night, huh?
Oh, I want to see everything, all the way down to their fifth pitcher, their middle relief, long relievers, everybody comes.
BogieSmalls was heading in the right direction, but when he found that staircase, which ended up being the transport, it's once again going to take him away from the red ring.
Do you remember where the Triforce was in 8? I know it was to the north. Going the right way. Oh, it was in the...
He's near.
He's very close. So if he remembers to clear out his diamond rooms, he's good to go.
Yes.
Oh, huge clock for Bogie. Bogie was kind of going really, really quickly there and taking some shots from Gibdos. That clock right there really saved his bacon.
Now just has to clear all these keys, and he will have his 8 Triforce piece. So BogieSmalls will be the first of our 2 runners to be heading for level 9. But Noraystra gonna be right behind.
Here we go. And will the red ring come into play in 9?
I think it will, but we're going to find out. So, Redbird, why don't you tell me what we're looking for in level 9?
We are looking for a pig and a girl. That's it. Let's get out of here, Laz. That's all we're looking for. We'll cover 9 as we go through. I mean, you're listening for Ganon. He's going to be, you hear the roar. He's around you. One room, north, south, east, or west of you. And the girl's got a shutter that's going to open as soon as the Triforce does. So if you see a shutter that doesn't open, whenever you kill all the enemies in the room, that's her room.
Looks like Noraystra is going to... Considering what happened last race, you can't fault him for this move. He's going to grab a potion.
Not at all. And Bogie went ahead and whistled over here to Vanilla 2, going straight up to 9. I think getting the potion from the coast here first. 2 potions.
Yes.
Yeah, this is a good play.
I definitely like the move on BogieSmalls' side, and I also like the move on Noraystra's side, because again, you never know what's going to be in level 9. If it's Wizrobes, that potion's going to come in handy. Even with the red ring, you have the equivalent of 40 hearts. You just never know.
Yeah, absolutely. You're exactly right. You could encounter some crazy rooms inside of 9, and having that potion in your back pocket is just the 30 seconds it takes to go get it or whatever usually pays off for you.
Oh, absolutely. So we're going to find out who's going to be the first to enter level 9. Oh, somehow BogieSmalls did not get Matumbo by those Octoroks. I'm amazed.
Right. Yeah, and the potion's even more important right now for Bogie than Nora, because Nora's going to take some chip damage, but it's going to be mitigated because of the red ring. Bogie, every time you're going through a room that you don't need to clear, but you get a boomerang in the back or you get a Wizro beam to the head, those count huge on Bogie's side.
67:27 is the entry time for Noraystra, and it looks like BogieSmalls is going to do that same screen. So you're forced to go to the right. That's very rare.
Yeah, it's very rare, and I want to see a test in here to bomb down south, because a lot of times you get that like troll staircase when you're forced this way. So I want to see a bomb south here from Nora.
Redbird, the difference between entry in our last race was 27 seconds. The difference between entry in this race is 18 seconds.
Yeah, that's nuts. I thought we saw the best of the bunch when I was watching. I didn't realize this was going to get even better.
Oh my goodness. Once again, it's going to come down to level 9, the great equalizer. Will the red ring be the difference that saves Noraystra in this match and force a game number 3? Or will BogieSmalls get lucky and find the routing first? Here is a bunch of orange land molas. The compass has been picked up by Noraystra, knows exactly where Zelda is.
Yeah, we're 3 rows down from the T, so 3-3 if you think about it in your head on the grid, up in the northwest. So most likely they're going to need a stair here anyway, just because of what's going on. If they can bomb here, that'd be great. You get a bomb to the left, so it's going to open up the middle of level 9 right now for Nora. There's a stair right there. They don't need keys. Nora kind of needs some bombs. Bogey's on 4 bombs, so they've got to watch that, because this 9 is not giving them a lot of opportunities or a lot of pathways. Do not use this last bomb, Nora. It's not worth it.
Oh, and he's going to use it anyway, and it's a bust. And there's the compass for BogieSmalls. We're even again.
Yeah, this is completely nuts right now. So Nora's going to go ahead and take the stairs now, because as soon as you run out of bombs, you want to take every stairway you can to open up as much of 9 as you can until you get to a bomb drop or something from the game.
And that doesn't take him anywhere.
No, not really. It took him just south of the room he just came out of. So it did give him a little progression, but not much. I would have liked to see him kill those with silver arrows, though, because they drop bombs for him.
Hold everything here. Here's another diamond staircase. Nice shooting with those silver arrows. And this is another transport.
Bogie is right behind Nora, one room behind, so Nora has about a 5 or 10 second lead. This is taking you up very, very close to Zelda.
Yep. So now Noraystra may want to try and find a path. Maybe the pig is nearby as well. I think this could come down to the Ganon fight again, and this time, yeah, the jewelry is going to make a huge difference because Noraystra's going to lose only 1 heart if he gets Hyrule Driver, whereas BogieSmalls is going to lose 4 hearts.
Yeah, absolutely. Luckily, the enemy set so far hasn't been too tough, so Bogie won't have a lot of tough combat. But again, all that little chip damage is huge on Bogie's side.
Yeah. I think these runners got blessed. This doesn't look like it is the Wizrobe set. That's a huge bomb drop. Noraystra's going to try and find the path. Is there a shutter door to the east? Let's find out. Is there? Yes. He's found the direct path.
All right, they are 1 room away from each other right now, so Bogie's going to find the exact path too. Bogie goes to the east, though, where Nora went south. There's nowhere else to go. Let's see if there's a bomb hole to see if they actually go in a different direction here in 9.
Yeah,
no, so Nora's going to have to go in the exact same spot Bogie did.
So both runners know exactly how to get to Zelda's room. It's now a race to the pig. So Redbird, a rare loss for Zelda in hide and seek.
Absolutely. Usually she's the tough one. Bogie with another bomb drop, so that's good news.
Man, holy smokes. We never saw a bomb upgrade this entire match. We saw both of them in game 1, none of them in game 2.
Yeah, that's crazy. Usually you see one, and a lot of times people will pick up the runners will pick up the large secret just for that intention of buying the bomb upgrade, and they're sitting here with 183 and 192 rupees because of that.
Yeah, they have all the arrow fodder in the room and world rather, and right now more high fives here. But Noraystra going to head to the east. BogieSmalls heading back to the west.
Yeah, there's nothing up here. This is kind of a dead end up here on the top row, so they can't really do anything. They're blocked off right now.
Yeah, Redbird, this is probably a magical staircase situation to get to this cluster of rooms to get to Zelda's room, but the rest of it offers nothing.
No, there was a possible stair that was to the right of the first one they took. They might have to go back to that.
Right.
The room right now that Bogie's in right now can't stair because the shutter closed behind you, so the only thing that push block's going to do is open the shutter. So that's kind of a bummer on Bogie's side. Nora's back, kind of retracing in the northwest. They're both kind of working the same ground right now.
And Noraystra back to 0 bombs, and resource management means everything. BogieSmalls is going to go back the way he came from that transport staircase. So I'd say right now, at the moment, because of the time that Noraystra spent in this section, small lead for BogieSmalls.
Yeah, I'm with you, and I want to see like refills of bombs. Like if you're not getting many bomb droppers in 9, you want to refill as much as you can. Even if you're already at 5 or 6 bombs, you just want to kill these guys, but you don't want to take a death there, Laws.
Well, it's probably not the worst death in the world because it didn't look like he was able to bomb out left or up, so it doesn't look like there's any progression there. So that death might lead him to a better path. Yes, he's going to lose out on bombs, but that death might lead him to a different route.
All right, this first time they try to bomb left there. After you go through the stairs again, you haven't bombed left here either, Laz, so this could be a wall you need to check. Nora's on Nora's screen right now. Can't bomb there either. But you can bomb south. This is new ground that Nora's in right now.
Ooh. If Ganon's here, it's ball game.
And Bogie found new ground too. We did not go north on this far right side. Both runners are in different spots right now, and I'm trying to track them both. It's very tough, but they're both in new territory here.
Redbird, this could be the race right here. One taking the path to Albuquerque, the other to San Jose. One of them's got to be where Ganon is.
Yeah, 100%. I don't think they're coming back here. This divergence is seeing enough of 9 that it'd be funny if these stairs connected, but that we're going to see one of these two find Ganon very quickly.
I think so, indeed. Right now, Noraystra in the central part of the map, Bogie in the eastern section of this map, eastern section of this map right now. Taking the staircase, it looks like. And they're in the same room! Holy smokes! They converge again!
Good lord, dude. This race is nuts. This whole series has been nuts.
I know, these two have been pretty much finding it out room for room. This has been one of the best matches I have seen so far in the tournament. These guys are giving it their all now. Process of elimination, I do believe that the 2 items in level 9, just for posterity's sake, I do believe are both heart containers.
All right, this stair is actually really huge for Bogie. It's just south of where Zelda is. We have not seen we haven't seen anything south of here. The whole southwest has not been explored. Bogey's got to be very careful.
Wow, look at these danger noodles. 2 sets of blue land molas, and, you know, BogieSmalls has no ring. He's going to lose 2 hearts every time he gets hit, and now he's going to just stay safe. And Noraystra's in the same room. He's only going to lose a half a heart every time.
Oh, no. And if Nora has to bomb out of this room down here to the south, that's very unfortunate because she's sitting on 0 bombs right now.
And here's a dark room. That is an old man saying, I lost my copy of the script. Can I borrow yours? Well, this race is very much unscripted. They're following each other again!
Yeah, this is... And Bogie just made a beeline there, so I don't know if you heard something or couldn't have. And if you can bomb south here, that's going to be really bad news for Nora.
Oh, once again, couldn't get the strike on Manhandler. Gotta take him out, he does.
But
and here's another old man.
Nothing.
Did you get this ROM legally?
Oh,
of course we got this ROM legally. Wow.
Can't bomb there. You use the last bomb? They're both on 0 bombs in the same room.
Whoa! Are you serious? I don't believe it. Now both runners on 0 bombs in the same room. Literally a tie ball game. You couldn't ask for anything more.
Ridiculous, dude. Absolutely ridiculous. Advantage Nora now because you don't have to be as cautious with that red ring. He can fly back through some of the rooms that Bogey's got to sit here and be patient on.
Right, you are. So yeah, that red ring coming into play right now, but it is still anybody's game. Noraystra going to take down these 2 blue land molas, getting a nickel in the process.
Oh, you heard a piggy? I don't have the sound on. I apologize, guys. So looks like the pig is down just to the south of this stair. Remember when I said you need bombs to get through that stair? Nora's going back through, and I think going to go fight those blue Lionels to try to get some bombs. They both know where to bomb. Don't take a death here, Bogey. Okay, good.
Oh, and this is a Manhandler, and you have no bombs, and there's no bomb drop. Oh!
This is nuts.
And Bogey's going to take that same staircase and going to find that same Manhandler. Oh, feeling lonely? Oh,
and
man.
Bogey might die here. Bogey might die in this room.
And he can't use a bomb. He can't go for a bullseye.
Okay,
He's
good.
Out!
Good. Yeah, I would do the same thing. And that could have been a bomb drop, but it's not worth the death.
No. There was no bomb there. Because remember, Noraystra took it down. There was no drop anything. No drop whatsoever.
The pig was around the old man. Okay, so we are in the second column, 3rd from the bottom. So under the T, directly under where Zelda is. I'm sorry, to the left, directly under the C. 3rd from the bottom. That's where Ganon's going to be.
Right. 2 rooms, I believe. Yes.
Bomb in, yeah.
And now Bogey's going to have to back out of level 9 and buy some bombs. And I remember there was only... Now there's an orange dark nut. Oh, if he's going to be farming off this orange dark nut, oh, this could be critical because. Remember that in the globals, they drop in the 1, the 6, and the 8. And Bogey doesn't really want to leave here because getting back here is going to take a lot of time.
Yes, he might even farm this one multiple times. I'd rather farm the blue Lionels.
I would too.
In that stairway. I know it's rough, and it takes a little bit to get there, but there's multiple of them. You got better chance.
Yeah, I question this play a little bit. Now he knows he's on the 3. Whenever you see a clock in the bomb-dropping group, you know you're on the 3 on the global. So he has to kill 3 more.
Yeah, so you almost right there. You want to go and find 2 enemies behind it. Because this is going to take a little bit.
And Noraystra still has no bombs, so even if he wanted to get to Ganon, he can't.
I think... Bogey has the power bracelet. Go buy your bombs and come back.
Now he's on the 5 on the global, so he's going to do it one more time. If there's no bomb here, he'll have to wait until the 8. And he gets his bomb!
Okay, so can Nora find bombs before Bogey finds that bomb hole?
Ah, that's the big 64,000 rupee question right here. As once again, we have a high 5.
Yeah, they're not in that room. Now, Bogey's got to be very careful. All these Lionels we see, no red ring. 1 shot means death.
Correct. You're losing 2 hearts when you get hit by a Lionel Beam Sword. 2 hearts if it's a blue Lionel body. 1 heart if it's an orange Lionel body. Does get a heart drop there. He's 3. So does Noraystra. But again, he's got the red ring.
My gosh, bombs might decide this one again.
Not so fast, my friend. Bombs could get BogieSmalls to Ganon first. But also keep in mind, he has no ring. He does have the potion, just like Noraystra does. It could come down to Ganon again.
It's funny because I got a tutorial I'll sell you for $9.99 plus tax. All right, he's got a chance right here. This one right here could drop a bomb for him. Oh my gosh, he lost the battle. He's on 6 right now, 7, 8. So we can keep track of Nora's global right now. He's on 8. This is nuts. He's got a couple chances right here. 9, 10. This is 1. He got it.
Yes.
All right.
He gets
so
it on
back
1.
in the ball game.
Oh man, we got a race. Whew. Oh my goodness gracious! Yeah, this is like watching an extra innings game between your two favorite teams. The winner wins their division, moves on to the playoffs. The loser goes home.
Oh my God! And 2 fairies. He killed those at the exact same time. Got the double fairy. Nora did so. Full health. You're right. The defense right now could be the difference, even if Bogie gets to Ganon first.
This is nuts, man. Hold on to your hats, folks.
Oh my gosh, Bogie has got to have the fight of his life right now to win this thing.
Oh, absolutely. Here, this is great. Now he's got to be careful now.
Oh, he got a fairy!
Yes. Remember that orange Lionels are in the health dropping group, and that was a huge fair there. Unfortunately, those orange Lionels rolled beefy. He gets a bomb drop. He forced.
That was perfect. Bogie did a great job there. Forced. He's got all the bombs to try to dig out where this path is going to be. Nora's sitting on 3 bombs, not far behind him, but I think Bogie's got the edge right now. He's got to be very careful defensively. Now back to 3.5 hearts, Laws.
Well, he does have potions, so if he gets to the Ganon fight first, provided you can get there from where you are, he does have the advantage. He can use a potion. Noraystra, though, won't need that potion.
Nora is just checking different things. I'm not sure if Nora knows to bomb where Bogie's trying. Bogie's trying to bomb south on the far left. You cannot. Can he bomb down here?
I don't believe you can.
Nora tried this.
Yes, he doesn't know it, though. Noraystra, you can't bomb. Wow. I think it's another way to get to Ganon's room.
The only thing is, I don't know if we tried to bomb south of that diamond stair that's below the stair that they got to this point in. There's one more wall I want to see live.
Right, because I don't think Noraystra checked it either. You're right. There's one other chance. But remember, it's guarded by blue land molas and BogieSmalls. Again, 2 hearts when you get hit.
Yeah, this is crazy. So all those stairs that Nora was taking actually might pay off because he's seen quite a bit. He's seen 5 pairs of staircases right now.
Now he's back where BogieSmalls is right now. He's going to check those same walls. He's going to find their duds too.
Yeah, he has to.
And,
I mean, this is the logical bomb right here that Nora's getting ready to do.
Yes.
You cannot fault him for this one right now.
Now, BogieSmalls did drink one of his 2 potions, knowing what lies ahead. But you can't fault him for it. He still has 1 potion left.
Nope.
He does get bopped by one of those blue land molas down to 7 hearts. Noraystra is going to try to bomb this out. It's a dud.
Don't bomb east here. You got 1 bomb left. It's got to be south of this stair that Bogie's at right now.
Bogie's going to just take no chances.
Yeah.
Kill these blue land molas, push the block left.
Bomb
Now
right
he's gonna
here.
bomb.
This should be it. It is.
Yes, sir.
To the left is Ganon. Oh my gosh, you need 1 more. Nora's
Can
in
you
trouble.
bomb left?
Nora's in trouble.
You can't bomb there! Is there a workaround? Oh my god. More land molas!
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Go
Oh my
south
gosh.
and left again, maybe? Don't even fight these. There's no reason to fight this.
Is there a convoluted path? Is this going to be a convoluted path? You might have been hoping for a hard drop.
The lack... Oh my gosh, still no bombs. This has got to be a bomb drop or Nora's in a lot of trouble. Unless Bogie bombs left here and you can't and it's a stair.
This is
Lack
crazy.
of bombs might actually help him.
Ganon clearly won hide and seek tonight. There is no question about it. And Bogie's is going to go right? He thinks
Bogie's looking
maybe...
for a stair. Bogie's 100% looking for a stair right now.
And there's no stair here. Oof. This is crazy. This is so crazy, Redbird. Ganon eluding both of our runners.
So which stair? Is it going to be the stair right by start that we saw at the very beginning that they didn't take?
He's going to try bombing left in this room. Can he bomb left?
No.
No, he can't.
Oh my god.
There's another room that he hasn't checked bombing left. It's this
And
room
he's got
right here.
one last bomb, Laws.
He's not going to use it. He may
He's
use
looking
it
for
here.
something he can force on. You cannot force on that guy. We can.
Nope. Wow. I'm on the edge of my seat here, Redbird. I have no idea who's going to win this, but this is crazy. And now Noraystra's out of bombs again.
There's so many bomb droppers at the beginning. What you hope this does for either of the runners is sends them back to the beginning. There's one stair they've got to check. They have not checked it, and it might lead you to the southwest corner.
Now Noraystra is going to take down this 4-headed Gliak, but no bombs.
Yeah, looking for a bomb drop here. Bogie now seeing the unfortunate news that I thought he already saw at the beginning.
He might have just forgot.
Yeah, sometimes you just forget what's in there. Uh-oh, uh-oh.
There come those danger noodles again, and now he's down to half a heart.
Now, you do not want to use your potion here. A death is not the end of the world right now. You want to use it at Ganon. Do not use that potion right now.
Yeah. because then he has to go back and get another one because, you know, those blue land molas. See, that's the bad thing about land molas in this game, Redbird, is they don't act as a boss, you know, like a single Dodongo, a single segmented Dig Dogger, or a Manhandler. Those bosses are going to keep respawning.
Absolutely. So, yeah, so Nora's going down to this stair that we did not check earlier. I love this play right now. You're checking a stair because you have no bombs.
He's got his potion out, and he's going to use it.
Okay, Bogey's using it. All right, he's in it to win it right now.
Yeah. All right, so Bogie using the last of his potion here. So
0-1,
he is out.
3. All right, Nora's on a global of 3 right now. Nora's got bombs. Bogey's used his potion down to his. This is it. He's got paper left.
But it's the heart. I would have grabbed it personally.
Yeah,
you know, extra health. You never know. That one heart could be a difference.
Yeah.
But I understand why he didn't grab it. He knows time is of the essence.
Yeah, you're at 125, and you know the last race went much shorter than this. They're both thinking they're behind right now, not realizing they're both.
And there's the map. Wow! Yeah, so for the final time, name that ink blot, and we have three of the corners blacked out. That's something you don't see very often. Nice fight.
Well, don't.
So you can get to 4 ways to get to Zelda's room. That is something you don't see.
You have to say, don't clip that because, you know, unless you want to bomb north and look for a stair.
No, he's changed his mind.
Nora's got bombs again. Okay, now going to the south. This is new for Nora.
He's going to bomb here. That's a dud. Now, I don't believe we checked this room. Can he bomb? He can! Bogie missed that room!
Bogie missed it! I had it marked here. I didn't want to... That's completely new. This is Ganon right here. With
ladies and gentlemen,
sword.
Here's Ganon. We need 8 hits with the white sword. A Hyrule driver will cost him 1 heart. Noraystra picked the wrong walls. Oh, and it's going to cost him in the end. Oh.
Yeah, Bogie picked the wrong walls. Nora picked the right one.
Yes.
Oh my god, this is nuts. And Nora knows the path back, so all Nora has to do is win this fight.
Yep, 4. Can't get the stun lock though, Ganon being Ganon. 5, 6. 2 more hits left to go, and Noraystra is going to lock up game number 2. 7.
8.
Down goes Ganon! We've got bacon, we've got the Triforce of Power, and ladies and gentlemen, we're going to a 3rd!
We are going to game 3. Nora, up A, just get out of here, you know the path. I mean, something disastrous would have to happen. Bogie still does not. I think Bogie thinks he bombed that wall and might be very frustrated. We saw down there's no more stairs, so there's nothing Bogie's going to find. It's a bomb wall, and that's the unfortunate thing for Bogie right now. But Nora's going right back, knows exactly where to go, has the path.
Yep, straight shot. So
Boom.
Get your GGs out for Noraystra. He wins game number 2 and has tied up the match with BogieSmalls. We are going to a game number 3. Once again, coming down to the wire, and it came down to who could find Ganon, and BogieSmalls leaving that 1 space behind. You had it marked, Redbird, and it ended up costing him the race.
Yeah, I didn't say anything just in case I missed it because I missed things, but there was one wall that you saw Bogie try to bomb left to where Ganon was. That didn't go. He went all the way south because there was a door and tried to bomb south on the bottom row. That didn't go, but never came back to that in-between room, and that's the room that Nora bombed through.
Yep. So BogieSmalls just left that 1 room there. You had to win the game of Find the Bomb Hole to find where Ganon was, and unfortunately for BogieSmalls, he ended up losing the game. But Noraystra, the beneficiary of Find the Bomb Hole, we have him here in the commentators booth with us. GG. Boy, I tell you what, folks. What a battle between you two in both races so far.
Oh, that was a crazy 2 races.
Understatement of the year, Nora.
And BogieSmalls, I got to tell you, had the bomb advantage, both of you trying to find Ganon. But unfortunately for him, and fortunately for you, the 1 room, the only room you could bomb hole to get to the path to Ganon, BogieSmalls missed it. He tried the room to the north and south directly of it, which produced no results, but never came back to the room in between. That cost him the race, and that's why, Noraystra, you are still alive in this tournament.
I was, oh my God, so many bombs. I had so many bomb drops.
Wow. needless to say, what happened in game number 1 came down to the Ganon fight. You had the Ganon fight first between you and BogieSmalls, but unfortunately, you double Hyrule drivered, and that enabled BogieSmalls to sneak into the back door and claim game number 1. This time, you won by virtue of Find the Bomb Hole. Man, you two guys, the whole night, and I'm dead serious about this. The whole night, you were pretty much neck and neck, screen for screen, following each other. It was pretty much even. Like there was no one pulled away at all. It was close the whole 3 hours of your matches tonight. You guys were amazing.
I only hope Game 3 lives up to that. And
yeah,
I can already see. I can already go back and see race 1. I know what I did wrong. I meant to grab the potion before going in tonight. I meant to pick it up on the way in and just completely went. I don't have time now. Is kind of the deal. It's like I knew it was closing fast.
But yeah, Bogey missed the bomb hole by 1 room. If he finds that bomb hole, now also keep in mind another thing that helped you out: the red ring in level 7 being next door to the Triforce. Now you took a death, I believe, before you grabbed that Triforce, and that death proved to be beneficial because it netted you the red ring. BogieSmalls missed it.
Yeah, I died in the Triforce room. And then said, I have 3 rooms. I think it's I had 4 or 5 rooms left in 7. And I'm like, I'm going to look because red rings. I'm sitting here. I've got to go buy a blue ring if I'm going to go fight Ganon with what I've got. I have to. If red ring's in here, it's a gamble I have to take.
Well, it proved out to be a really good gamble for you. And also, we now have BogieSmalls here in the commentators booth with us. GG, boy, what a battle so far between you and Noraystra. It comes down to a game 3. Winner takes all. Winner moves on against Redbird Grad. Wow. Well, first, we'll talk about game number 1. You were actually trailing going into your Ganon fight. It was actually your opponent, Noraystra, who got to Ganon first. Unfortunately for him, he double Hyrule drivered. If he doesn't Hyrule driver, he wins that game, and we'd have to say goodbye to you, BogieSmalls. But instead, we have a game number 3.
Yeah, game 1 was a little bit tricky. Just pulling up some of my notes here. So I think I was ladder blocked in at least 4 and 5. I had to go redig 8. I can't recall where the ladder was. I think it was.
I think it was in 6, but yeah, it was horrible. There was ladder blocks everywhere. I was feeling like Redbird last
night. Now,
come on, man. Hold on. Man. Don't call me out. I'm sitting here being a nice boy over here.
And another thing I want to point out to you guys about how close you were. You guys are close all night. Game number 1, the difference between you going into level 9, the difference was 27 seconds. In game number 2, the difference was 18 seconds.
That's crazy.
But the one thing, BogieSmalls, that ended up costing you this race was Find the Bomb Hole. When you checked to see where Ganon was, the room you needed to bomb left into, you missed it. There was you checked the room to the south, which had no bomb hole. You checked to the room north, which had no bomb hole, but you didn't check the room in between. That's where the bomb hole was. And if you'd have found that bomb hole, of course, you didn't have the red ring, so who knows what would have happened in the Ganon fight. Hindsight is 20/20. But if you find that bomb hole, you have a shot of a clean sweep.
Yep, that's the way it goes, unfortunately. Yeah, I felt like both 9s were a little bit tricky in that regard. Yeah, I think it was convenient having Zelda right there after the Ganon fight, because it was really tough finding Ganon over on the far left-hand side. You can hear him until you were literally 1 room away. And I heard Ganon obviously in the second column, 3rd from the bottom. I knew he was there. It was just a matter of I mean, I'll have to go back and see where I mismarked my map or something.
Yep, there was only one way to get to Ganon's room.
Yep.
At least as far as I can tell. There may have been something on the other side with the staircase, but I wasn't sticking around to find out. I had to go back to that blue Lionel room how many times? 6, 7 to get bombs? It was oh my goodness.
Yeah, both of you ran into bomb troubles. You were both at 0. You were farming off an orange dart. You got lucky on the 6 on the global counter, and I believe in your case with the blue Lionels, I believe you got lucky on the 8 and the globals for you, Noraystra.
Missed those bomb upgrades from race 1 for sure.
None of you found any bomb upgrades. We never found any of them.
And where was the red ring? I think I
7.
skipped.
It was
7.
1 room left of the Triforce room, and you thought about bombing to the right because I saw you were in the diamond staircase because the 2 staircases were side by side. You checked the staircase, you bopped, you missed it because it was the transport, which ended up being a dead end anyways. But if you would have bombed to the right of that room, you would have found your red ring.
Gotcha. Yeah, once I found the whistle in 6, it was go mode there, and I think I found the Triforce pretty quickly, like 1 or 2 rooms after that, and then 7 it was just a matter of, I think once I found the compass, just making my way over there.
Now, another thing that kind of played a role into the deciding factor of this race was level 8. Bogie, you did a full clear of that level 8, and unfortunately, it didn't lead to any progression. And Noraystra, I don't know how you did it. You sniffed the path to level 8. You didn't have the map, you didn't have the compass, but somehow, some way, you found the Triforce in level 8 loads quicker than you did. You played level 8 last, so you had the advantage there because you were already in go mode.
Yeah, that 8. I think we went into it probably first, and that Patra just made me angry. I'm like, yeah, I'm done. I'm gonna go find something else to do for a while.
I think actually that Patra is what led you to the Triforce at the end because you knew you hadn't gone north there, and it ended up being in the northern part of 8. So you were kind of lucky that you left that Patra because it was unexplored territory to you. And when you went back in to find the Triforce, it led you on the path.
Yeah, definitely. Killing Patras and then following that seems to always work out for me.
I'll tell you, I was really impressed with the routing between you guys as far as your overworld. Bogie, the play to go down the coast, and you knew that the blue candle was in narrow shop, so you went ahead and you got your money, went down and checked the coast item, got your blue candle, went into level 1. So your routing, the overworld routing, was really, really on point here in the second game that I saw.
Thanks. Yeah, it was tough just because it didn't have the whistle until really late, and I think the power bracelet I got in level 3, so I think that was the let me see here. I was bow blocked, I think, because I had silvers at that point going north in 3, but I didn't have my bow yet, and was Goma blocked. So south of Goma was the power bracelet. So I was trying to be mindful of just not having to trek back and forth across the overworld.
I was very glad that Goma didn't have anything important. I saw that blocking half the dungeon, saw the silvers, and I went, I'm leaving 3, and if I have to come back here, it's going to kill me.
Yeah.
By the way, speaking of which, how about that quadruple segmented level 4? How crazy was that?
Disgusting. And that Wizrobe room. Oh my! That was absolutely amazing.
You both cleared it very well. I mean, it was a good combat to clear for both of you.
Yeah, because the pattern we had, or at least the pattern I had, was because I think it was 6 blue Wizrobes. So I had the center. I was coming in from the right, and there were 3, in the upper half of the room, 3 in the lower half, and they all kind of converged. And I think 3 bombs killed all of them.
It was 2. They rolled down to 8.
Or 2.
So 2.
Yeah, they rolled down. That was nice having blue Wizrobes roll down. Definitely.
Yeah. It was great combat. Good job.
Thanks.
Well, gentlemen, I tell you what, you guys have been extremely entertaining for the first 2 games of this match. Close, neck and neck, pretty much even competitors here. I can't wait to see what you guys have in store for game number 3. When do you think that might be?
No, we'll talk about it. I'd probably rather get it done sooner than later. I don't know that I can have this hang over my head for a whole week.
Week or so. We could just make Redbird sweat it out for a while.
I'm good. I'll watch this. I want dibs on calling 3. Are you kidding me?
Oh, my gosh. Well, gentlemen, I must say, GG, a very, very well-fought battles. You guys were amazing. Both races, guys, were exciting. Just it was never a blowout at any time. No one really pulled away. If this is how it's going to be, then game number 3, I expect that to be a real treat again.
We'll see. Thank you for commentating. as always. I'll have to go back and watch the drama and just see how close it was. It's always interesting because you're just like in a vacuum, and I'm digging out. I knew where Ganon was, I knew where Zelda was, and I'm just like, please don't hit done.
you start looking at that timer about hour 10, and you're like, okay, I know you're in here with me. Did you figure it out?
Yep. Anyways, yeah, we'll figure out what our schedules look like and head to game 3.
Definitely.
The best words in Zelda Randomizer, right? Game 3.
Game 3,
Absolutely.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Well, gentlemen, I have no further questions. Redbird, how about you?
No, I'm good. Just GG's tonight. I mean, you guys were neck and neck, like we said. You frame for frame and room for room. You guys were. Game 3 is going to give us. It's going to live up to it. You guys said you hope it does. It's going to. I mean, you guys are playing fantastic right now, so it's going to be a joy to watch.
Thanks. Looking forward to it.
All right. So with that is going to draw our commentary for a close for tonight here in the Zelda Randomizer tournament here on Randomania. Some final thoughts here. Level 9, the Great Equalizer, living up to its name tonight, both times.
Yeah, it really is because, you've got everything going in on both times. You've got the silver arrows. You're just trying to find him and her. But one wrong turn. And this time you saw it was a linear one where you had to go right and then come back around. But once you took that first stair, now all of a sudden it's find the bomb hole off that stair. And we all know how that is. We've all been there. So feel for Bogie in that aspect. But again, feel for Nora in the first one, first again and take the loss because of a death there. So they both had something go wrong in 9. And game 3 is going to be whoever can clutch it out now, kind of do that complete level 9 and have the complete package there. So I'm really, really excited to watch this, Laws.
All right. So with that is going to do it tonight here on Randomania. We have 10 races scheduled for tomorrow. The first one is going to be Magic Friends and X-Russian Bishop. I see it's on the schedule, so I'm guessing that we forced a game number 3 on that one. That's at 7 p.m. Eastern. Raikou Rider and Jam Eveler. That'll be a good matchup. 8 p.m. Eastern on Speed Gaming 3. Willard J. Bradley and Much Paranoia. 8:30 p.m. Eastern on Speed Gaming 2. Fred Coughlin and Mr. Dunlow, 9:30 p.m. Eastern, which it looks like it's going to be on one of the Randomania networks. Random Effect and Leslie Pro 04. That is a round of 64 matchup, also at 9:30 p.m. Eastern. And if game number 2 of the Raikou Rider Jam Eveler match is going to happen at 9:45 p.m. Eastern on Speed Gaming 3, Adirondack Rick and Boletta, Speed Gaming 2 at 10 p.m. Eastern. Tom J and Trails 420, 10 p.m. Eastern. Then it's going to be game number 2 of Random Effect and Leslie Pro 04. That'll be at 11 p.m. Eastern, which I would imagine might also be on Speed Gaming 3. Or actually, no, I stand corrected. Speed Gaming 3 at 11 p.m. Eastern is going to have the Greenleaf Effect versus Hi, I'm an Animal. So we have a lot on the docket for tomorrow night, Redbird.
Absolutely. And up and down that list, I mean, there's so many matchups. I can't wait to see you call up some game 3s. You call up some people that haven't played yet. Some past winners of the entire tourneys in there with Jam Eveler. So all up and down, like you said, it's going to be a fantastic night of watch.
I can't wait for it. Should be a lot of exciting races. And if they're anything like tonight's race, I would definitely stick around for some of them. You better believe it. So with that is going to draw our coverage of the Zelda Randomizer tournament to a close. So on behalf of our 2 racers tonight, BogieSmalls and Noraystra, please make sure you give them both a follow because they were absolutely terrific tonight. And for our tracker, Elendar, make sure you give them a follow as well. Also, our restreamer, Lord of the Synth, give them a follow as well. And for my commentator partners tonight, Malchior in game number 1 and Redbird Grad here in game number 2, make sure you give them both a follow as well. They were tremendous, boy. What a night tonight.
Yeah, what a night. And it was a great joy commentating with you. I always have fun with you, Laws. And when we get matchups like this, man, it makes it a lot of fun to get behind them.
All right. Thank you very much. And with that, I'm going to say good night to everybody here. Hope you guys have a great week. This is LOZ Cards Fan 23 signing off. We will see you tomorrow night. Take care, my friend.
Good night, everybody.